PM urges prompt support for people affected by typhoon and floods.
Trump unveils peace plan to end conflict in Gaza.
Nghệ An, a bright spot in foreign affairs and international integration.
Hello everyone, you're watching today's news on NTV channel. My name is Đăng. Let's get started. Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính has just signed an official dispatch requesting ministries, sectors and localities to urgently support the people in overcoming the consequences of Typhoon number 10 and severe flooding.
According to the report from the Department of Deek Management and Natural Disaster Prevention and Control, as of 1:00 p.m. on September 30th, Typhoon number 10, along with heavy rains, landslides and tornadoes, had left 48 people dead or missing and 105 injured in various provinces and cities, causing significant damage to homes, production, and transportation infrastructure. Given this situation, the Prime Minister requested the affected provinces and cities to mobilize forces to urgently provide relief to isolated areas, repair houses, arrange temporary shelter and supply food, clean water as well as essential goods to people. The Prime Minister stressed that restoration of damaged schools and medical facilities must be completed before October 5th. The Ministry of Agriculture and Environment to coordinate with relevant units in providing crop seeds and agricultural materials to restore production.
U.S. President Donald Trump had announced a 21-point peace plan aimed at ending the conflict in the Gaza Strip. It is seen as his most ambitious attempt to achieve a full resolution to the crisis.
Step towards both ending the war in Gaza.
The plan was unveiled right before a joint press conference with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu in Washington. According to the plan, all hostages would be released within 72 hours after Israel agrees to the agreement. In return, Israel would release over 1,800 Palestinian prisoners. Gaza would be temporarily governed by a committee of Palestinian and international experts under the supervision of a peace council chaired by Trump. Trump also called for an immediate ceasefire, with Israeli forces withdrawing in phases and amnesty granted to Hamas members who lay down their arms. Trump further pledged that no one would be forcibly removed from Gaza, and a special economic zone would be established to help rebuild the area. Israel Prime Minister expressed support for the plan, though questions remain about whether Hamas will agree to the proposal.
Ukraine has confirmed it hit a major defense plan inside Russia, marking one of its boldest cross-border attacks so far. The strike comes as reports say the United States has allowed Kyiv to carry out long-range attacks on Russian territory.
According to Ukraine's Armed Forces General Staff, 4 long-range Neptune cruise missiles were launched from a distance of about 240 kilometers, striking the Karachevsky Electro-Dedal plant in Russia's Bryansk region, a facility that produces components for the Russian military and aerospace industries. The strike triggered a large fire, potentially shutting down the plant indefinitely. Hours earlier, a thermal power plant in Belgorod was also hit, causing widespread power outages in the city and surrounding towns. In an interview, U.S. Special Envoy for Ukraine Keith Kellogg confirmed that President Donald Trump has approved long-range strikes by Ukraine under specific conditions. U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance also revealed that Washington is considering sending Tomahawk long-range missiles to Ukraine at the request of President Zelensky. This move raises concerns about the risk of escalation in the conflict, which lasted over 3 years.
Coming up next are some updated news.
At a government standing committee meeting, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính called for speeding up the progress of the Lào Cai, Hanoi, Haiphong railway project as scheduled. The railway of 419 kilometer long, with a total investment of over VND 203 trillion, equivalent to USD 8.37 billion, is expected to start construction in 2025 and be completed by 2030. Some components must begin on December 19th this year. The Prime Minister directed relevant ministries to promptly assess and announce technical standards, arrange funding in October 2025. He also called for a comprehensive plan, close coordination with China, and the acceleration of other railway projects connecting the two countries.
The Asian Development Bank, ADB, has raised its forecast for Vietnam's 2025 GDP growth to 6.7%, an increase of 0.4 percentage points from its July projection. ADB stated that this decision is based on the positive exports and robust FDI inflows despite U.S. reciprocal tariffs. By the end of August, exports rose by 14.8%, reaching USD 306 billion. FDI disbursement increased by 8.8%, reaching 15.4 billion, the highest level in the past 5 years. ADB recommends that Vietnam would continue legal reforms, promote digital transformation, and modernize its tax system to enhance competitiveness towards sustainable growth.
According to preliminary data from the General Department of Customs, as of mid-September 2025, Vietnam's total import-export turnover exceeded USD 637 billion. Exports reached over USD 325 billion, while imports were nearly USD 312 billion, resulting in a trade surplus of USD 13.31 billion, the highest in the past decade. This achievement not only reaffirms the critical role of foreign trade in economic growth, but also marks the 10th consecutive year of Vietnam maintaining a trade surplus. The U.S. remains Vietnam's largest export market, while key markets such as the EU, Japan, South Korea, and China maintain steady growth.
Recently, foreign affairs has been a strong point and an important bridge for Nghệ An province to achieve its socio-economic goals. In particular, economic diplomacy has made major breakthroughs, helping the province attract record levels of FDI and making it one of the country's leading investment destinations.
During the 2020-2025 period, Nghệ An province has synchronously implemented all three pillars of diplomacy: party diplomacy, state diplomacy, people-to-people diplomacy in political, economic, cultural, and external information fields. The province also linked external affairs with national defense, security, and economic development. In the same time, strengthening friendly cooperation with traditional partners while actively expanding ties with new partners and countries worldwide.
Nghệ An has well implemented the main pillars of foreign affairs: party diplomacy, state diplomacy, people-to-people diplomacy, as well as political, economic, cultural diplomacy, and work related to overseas Vietnamese. It has also done well in maintaining a peaceful and stable environment, and in fostering cooperation with neighboring Laos. Economic diplomacy has been carried out comprehensively and effectively, creating new momentum for local economic growth.
Nghệ An's achievements in economic diplomacy stand out as a highlight, making a significant contribution to the province's socio-economic development. The province has actively reached out to strategic investors from Japan, South Korea, the United States, Europe, ASEAN, and more. May international forums and conferences have been organized, attracting many investors and helping Nghệ An rise into the top 10 provinces in Vietnam for FDI attraction for 3 consecutive years.
Nghệ An today is one of Vietnam's most attractive.
In recent times, we have received practical support from Nghệ An's external affairs activities. The province has helped us connect with reputable partners, international organizations, and business associations. These activities not only enhance our image, but also open up opportunities for cooperation, dialogue, and investment attraction.
Nghệ An people living abroad are very united and always look toward their homeland. Many businesses from Nghệ An have contacted us, and many foreign enterprises also show their interest in seeking opportunities in the province.
Nghệ An's foreign affairs efforts in the 2020-2025 term have affirmed the province's stature, resilience, and unique identity, becoming a crucial pillar in the province's development and asserting Nghệ An's position and prestige on the international stage.
This is the end of the show today. Thank you for watching.